We welcome you back, wrestling fans, here to the Nation Network. Joe Galley with you. Tonight, the NWA back in action with NWA Power. We have got the biggest names in professional wrestling right here for you tonight as part of NWA Power. Stay with us. All right, Mr. Anderson already in the ring at this time. Oh, look at this. Eli Drake just jumped the guardrail from behind. He takes out Anderson.
I'll tell you what now, there's a lot of history between these two men right here. And Eli Drake is going to waste no time whatsoever.
And now Anderson with a bit of a receipt, a payback, if you will, for Eli Drake.
Both these men have gone back and forth so many times in recent weeks here. As part of NWA Power, the bad blood runs deep between these two. Doesn't surprise me at all that Eli Drake would do what he did.
One thing we know about Ken Anderson, he will give as good as he gets, and right now, that's exactly what he's doing. Anderson has him in that gator roll death grip, and now turns it to a crossface.
Punishing move right there. That crossface really drives the forearm bone across your skull, into your eyes, into your mouth. You can really just rearrange a face.
What a move right there. Not even sure if that was what he wanted to do with it, but Ken Anderson just connected with this missile launch from the top rope, and Eli Drake definitely caught the worst of it. Anderson with the body splash into the corner, and Eli Drake once again, considering that early advantage he had, it seems to be evened up by this point in time by Ken Anderson.
Well, maybe evened up, but the match is far from over, in my opinion. I believe there's a lot more fight from both of these men.
No doubt about that. Eli Drake with another clothesline, and down goes Anderson.
Anderson out on the apron. Now is where you want to be very careful if you're Anderson. And there's one of the reasons why. That's a good 4-foot, 5-foot drop to a very hard surface.
Well, speaking of hard surface, there's the fireman carry right there on the floor. Irish whip to the turnbuckle, and again Anderson with a big running body splash. And he seems to be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I'd say so. At the moment, he's definitely in some trouble.
Nice move right there by Anderson with the sit out. And Eli Drake could be in trouble right here, but he caught the boot of Anderson, returns the favor. Fans, we've got some of the biggest names in professional wrestling right here in the NWA. The Rock and Roll Express, the tag team champions, are in the house tonight. The World Heavyweight Champion, we'll be hearing from him shortly.
The national treasure, my good friend Nick Aldis.
We've got a tag team contenders match and so much more coming your way. Eli Drake got a 1 count and seemed a bit surprised by it, as Anderson responds with a back elbow. Now there's the running knee.
Yeah, that one really stung him.
Oh, and another one, and yeah, he's bleeding right now. That just Opened up the forehead.
Well, that's going to change the tempo of the match, I believe. And Eli Drake may not be able to come back from this one.
That variation of the Green Bay plunge by Anderson gets him a 2 count, but Eli Drake still able to kick out.
Anderson is owning the operation right now, and I don't know that Eli Drake has enough left to go any further than he has.
Well, there's the mic check. Anderson hooks the leg, and he got 2 only.
Well, I've got to give credit where credit is due. I didn't think there was a chance for Eli Drake after that one.
It has been all Ken Anderson for the last several minutes, and Eli Drake, what is keeping him from being pinned? I have no idea. Anderson back to mat wrestling right now, continuing to try and wear him down.
Well, you can see by the look on Anderson's face and his body language, he knows he's going to have to come up with some new additional punishment because Eli simply won't stay down, and there you see it again.
Indeed, somehow or another, Eli Drake seems to keep finding another way of getting back up and into the face of Ken Anderson.
Well, after the way the last several minutes have gone, I'm amazed to say that Eli Drake is going for the cover and almost. Problem with that is the way he went for the pinfall. He didn't hook the leg at all, and you're not going to beat Ken Anderson, not in a match like this.
Well, definitely a fundamental part of wrestling is hooking the leg for the cover, and as you mentioned, Eli Drake failed to do that simple thing. As I remind you right here on the Nation Network, NWA Unlimited, the best of all the NWA territory wrestling right here on the Nation Network. That includes NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And look at this, he's got the cover.
Very good move right there, I'll tell you right now. Some ingenuity on the part of Eli Drake, and that's exactly what it's going to take him to get back into this one.
Oh, Drake with a 1-2 punch.
More like a 1-2 clothesline, but it got the attention of Anderson for sure.
Anderson is in trouble. Oh, look at this. Wait. There's the kill shot. He got him. And Eli Drake may have gone from the fire into the frying pan. He does.
Well, I can't believe it. Eli Drake with a most impressive comeback.
He started the match off by attacking Anderson from the audience and somehow overcame a barrage of damage.
I thought it was over right there. I thought that was going to be it.
We have seen Anderson with that mic check a number of times put people away. Eli Drake with a very creative move right there, getting a 2 count. What a match between these two men.
Here's your winner, Eli Drake.
Big victory right there for Eli Drake, and I love it. This is what the NWA is all about.
Indeed, and we'll be back with plenty more right after this. Stay with us. All right, fans, we're back, and the world champion, Nick Aldis, is in the ring.
All right, everybody, just settle down, settle down. Now, it's come to my attention that as I look at the list of the top 10 contenders for the NWA World Championship, there really aren't any out there that, quite frankly, that I haven't already beaten. It's caused me to look around the wrestling landscape. It's making me look for other challenges because at the end of the day, mark my words, everyone's going to know that I am the greatest NWA champion ever. While I may have some time to go before I get there I most certainly will. Now, I know that's not something a lot of you people want to hear and want to believe in, but you can take it to the bank because nobody, and I mean
well, perhaps somebody has something to say about the comments made by Nick Aldis here.
Well, you can't blame Nick Aldis, he's right. He has gone through the top 10. Oh, what does this buffoon want? How many times does Nick Aldis got to shut this guy up?
Well, Tim Storm is the former NWA World Champion.
Yeah, and he's had his opportunities and he has lost. You know something, Nick? I've always given you your due, and that's not going to change now. You are a great champion. If anyone knows that, it's me. But you also know that anybody can be beaten on any given day. So how about you putting that title up against me, and I'll show you what a top 10 contender here in NWA can do to the world champion. Tim, you know I have respect for you, Tim. But in all honesty, if I'm gonna keep it real, I've beaten you more times than a Kentucky Derby horse. There's nothing left for me to prove. Well, you mentioned the top 10 list just as much as I did. So why don't you find a way to pull your balls out and put the title on the line, and you see if you can survive the perfect storm one more time. Yeah, here's the problem I have with this plan of yours. It does nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. But if you want to make things interesting, I've got a couple of friends who want a shot at the tag team titles. Now, if you can get the Rock and Roll Express to join you tonight, I'm sure I can make that happen. So what? So if you get the Rock and Roll Express and I get my two friends, we'll have a 6-man match right here tonight. If your team wins, I'll give you another shot at the world title. And when my team wins, the Rock and Roll Express put their tag team titles on the line against my friends. Well, I can't speak for the Rock and Roll Express, but I can tell you this. I'll talk to them. And I know them, they're fighting champions, and I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to step up and they're going to take on this challenge. But it'll be us with our hands raised, and it's going to be that title that you wear over my shoulder. So that's one of the things I always loved about you, Tim. You're a dreamer. Look at you. 53-year-old man, and you think you're going to take the world title from me. You just get your tag team together, and I'll see you right here tonight. By the way, Jim, I shouldn't have to tell this to you, but be careful what you wish for.
Well, it looks like we know what our main event's going to be tonight. All right, fans, welcome back here to NWA Power on the Nation Network. Tag Team Wrestling coming up next, and it'll be a contenders match for the tag team titles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 200 pounds, Ricky Hart.
Well, you know what? You say it's a contenders match, but is it really? Because I've heard from the back locker room that the Rock and Roll Express will indeed be joining Tim Storm tonight. They are taking Nick Aldis up on that invitation he laid out, and if Nick Aldis' team is victorious, then, well, that's when we're going to know who the number one contenders really are.
Well, they may get the next shot, but the number one contenders are going to allegedly be whoever wins this match right here. Young Ricky Starks in the ring, and he has done nothing but impress people here in the NWA.
Ricky Starks is a very impressive individual. He's not the biggest dog in the fight, but he's got plenty of fight in the dog.
And his partner from Texas, weighing in at 253 pounds, Trevor Murdoch.
There's Trevor Murdoch. One point in time, he and Ricky Starks stood across the ring from one another tonight. They'll be tag team partners side by side, going for an opportunity at the NWA World Tag Team Championship.
You know, to that point, it makes me wonder how well they can function as a team when not that long ago they were throwing punches against one another.
At the conclusion of that match, there was still sportsmanship in the ring. I believe these two guys have all the potential in the world. You have a size and strength situation with Trevor Murdoch. You've got the speed, the flash and dash of Ricky Starks. I think these two complement each other very well and could very well be getting the opportunity at the Tag Team Championship gold.
Yeah, but they're going to have to get through these two guys first.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 570 pounds, the Alliance, Thank John Sam and Dave John Sam.
They are the NWA Tag Team Champions. The Dawsons recently taking those titles from the Rock and Roll Express.
Well, that makes the main event a little bit more interesting now, doesn't it?
All right, bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Ricky Starks giving up so much size, strength, and weight to both of the opponents here tonight.
You might want to believe it that Trevor Murdoch is going to be the man who perhaps fights a majority portion of this match.
Right now, Ricky Starks is in the wrong corner. Oh, look at that. He caught him coming in with a big DDT. Irish whip to the ropes. Double back body drop. And the big man goes up.
Well, the problem when you're that big is that gravity is definitely not your friend. But Zane Dawson able to catch the leg of Trevor Murdoch and make him pay a price.
Fans, just to clarify our main event tonight, if Tim Storm and the Rock and Roll Express lose, the Rock and Roll Express lose their title return match against the Dawsons. If Ricky Starks and Trevor Murdoch pull this one out, they will be considered the number one contenders for the World Tag Team title.
Just to be clear, yes. Booking on the fly, you have to love it.
Dave Dawson now has got Trevor Murdoch, his father, of course, the late, great Dick Murdoch, a mainstay in NWA professional wrestling. His father teaming up with the likes of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Adrian Adonis, just to name a few.
Yeah, both of those teams did very, very well, including World Tag Team Gold.
Zane Dawson just came in and really put a thumping on Ricky Starks. And Ricky Starks just caught a big right hand to the jaw, and he's in a lot of trouble outside the ring right now.
Oh, look at Ricky Starks fighting back. Nicely done.
Drop kick, and down goes Zane Dawson. He monkey flips him into the steel steps, and look at Ricky.
I'll tell you, Ricky Starks right now surprising me. Definitely impressing me as well for the amount of mass that he has given up here. He has found a way to overcome it.
Zane Dawson throws him back into the ring, and indeed, Ricky Stark has overcome a big weight loss differential. However, there's a huge belly-to-belly suplex and 300 pounds across the chest of Ricky Stark, and he's able to kick out.
Well, he's able to kick out this time, but how much more has he got left in him?
Zane Dawson with a spear. He just ran right through Ricky. And now hooking the leg. Save made by Trevor Murdoch, or otherwise this match may have been over.
Well, the tag team champions right now are in control, and the weight advantage is clearly taking its toll on Ricky Starks, as we knew it would.
It did seem inevitable that that would be what the case would be. Right now, Ricky is just trying to get back to his corner.
Well, Zane Dawson tries to help him out with that as he suplexes him almost right to Trevor Murdoch, but Starks has nothing left.
Ricky Starks is in a lot of trouble right now, ladies and gentlemen. Any hope in a tag team title match right now from Murdoch and Stark seems to be getting, well, quite honestly, further and further away.
Did you see that? He bounced right off the man.
Ricky Starks, that weight differential just playing role again. Nice move by Starks. Now, can he make the tag?
Well, he could have, but he didn't try to. That's a big mistake right there. Trevor Murdoch needs to get back in this match.
Ricky Starks has got Zane Dawson down for the moment, and you're right, he could be making the tag right now, but he hasn't tried to. And I believe that's a big mistake on the part of Ricky Starks.
Well, the young man still has a lot of learning to do, and this may be one of those tough ways of finding that out.
Oh, double team right there. Oh, my goodness, the compactor. Oh, this is going to be it. Down across Ricky.
Well, somehow Ricky Starks got up. He needs to tag out of this match. I have no idea what's keeping him alive.
Stroke Daddy. And he hooks the leg. The referee is there. Huge upset. Oh, and he got a 2 count.
Can you believe this? Where in the world did Ricky Starks pull that one out?
Now Ricky Starks with a single-legged monkey flip. And Dave Dawson on the receiving end. Look at this. Swing and a miss. Oh, and a clothesline by Dave Dawson crumbles Ricky into the corner.
For the love of God, why will he not make the tag out to the freshman?
It may be the adrenaline, it may be just the fight of the moment. It could be ego, I don't know. But you're right, Ricky Starks had every opportunity in the world to make the tag, and he didn't do it.
Well, when the tag team champions win this match, I believe the blame will be placed on Ricky Starks, in my opinion.
Well, you have to admit, he came awfully close to getting a big pinfall.
Yeah, came awfully close and didn't do it. That's all that matters.
And now Ricky heading over to Trevor, finally going to make that tag. Yes, he is. Dave Dawson has got him in a camel clutch, and he's pulling back. Referee is asking him if he wants to give it up.
Well, when your last name is Murdoch, you don't often give up. Quitting is not in the DNA.
Across the shoulder, he's got him. Gut buster with a lot of momentum.
Look at Zane Dawson on the apron, man. He's really took some punishment in this one.
As we said right now, Trevor Murdoch by far the freshest man in the match. That's not saying much. Oh, the big splash.
Shades of King Kong Bundy right there. I'm surprised he didn't hook a leg go for the cover.
It looked like the opportunity was there for certain. Murdoch with a wind-up.
Swinging for the fences on that one.
Tag made, now the double team. Ricky going up from the middle rope down across the arm of Dave Dawson.
Nice move right there by Ricky Starks, and he's sizing up Dave Dawson right here.
Stroke Daddy one more time, this will be it.
Zane Dawson has to make the save.
He can't. Ricky Starks, what an unbelievable win.
If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I would not believe what I've seen.
Well, the tag team title picture just got a little bit more convoluted, depending on the outcome of tonight's main event.
My hat's off to Ricky Starks and Trevor Murdoch.
Here are your winners, Ricky Starks and Trevor Murdoch.
Fans, that may be the biggest upset in wrestling in recent history. Ricky Starks and Trevor Murdoch are victorious here on NWA Power. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back, and now it is time to feature the women.
Making her way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, Alice N.K.
Allison Kay making her way towards the ring. The former NWA Women's Champion. This is a non-title match, but she is getting her first one-on-one opportunity against the lady who took the title away from her, and she is here today to prove that she can get it back.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind, and I think anybody's mind that has ever watched Allison Kay wrestle, she can definitely get that title back once given an opportunity. Tonight's more about sending a message, I believe, to the new champion.
And her opponent from California, the National Wrestling Alliance Women's Champion, Thunder Rose Champion.
Thunder Rosa is here. This young lady is all business right now.
Yeah, she's definitely ready to go. That title had eluded her for a long time, but tonight, are we going to see sportsmanship here?
No, not apparently. Some bad blood right there. Thunder Rosa was going to go for the hand. Allison Kay a little disrespectful towards her. And look at a spine buster right there by Allison Kay. Snapping suplex, nicely done, and Thunder Rosa. Back body drop. These two ladies, a lot of history between them as well. Allison Kay charging into the corner with that forearm right underneath the chin.
And now Allison Kay going to introduce Thunder Rosa to that turnbuckle.
Champion going face down into the canvas. Figure 4 headlock, nicely done right there by Allison Kay. Thunder Rosa manages to get out of that. Spinning back fist, caught her.
Well, Thunder Rosa, she is a trained mixed martial artist fighter as well. She's been inside of the octagon cage. And she is using some of those skills right here in this match.
She is definitely a lot more than just a wrestler. She is a fighter. And Allison Kay now starting to remember why that title is not around her waist, perhaps. Nice move right there by Thunder Rosa. Draws her in. Corkscrew neckbreaker, and she caught her.
Well, suddenly the champion is the one calling the shots.
Driving spear by Allison Kay just put the champion down hard. And now Allison Kay taking off the top turnbuckle pad.
Well, as you can tell by the way the match began, this one is personal. And Allison Kay is going to take advantage of any opportunity.
Big back body drop on the champion, goes down. Referee perhaps not yet noticing that exposed turnbuckle in the corner.
Well, he's got to keep his eyes on the match, realistically, what you want him to do, but...
Well, it seems like he's noticing it now, and he's going to take care of the situation.
Well, right now the referee's back turned to the action. This would be a big opportunity for Thunder Rosa to break some rules, maybe do something illegal with that arm.
Well, Thunder Rosa may not be a fan favorite all the time, but I will say one thing. She has generally fought within the rules of the game as much as anybody has. Rear chin lock right now, and she's got it cinched in tight.
Restrictive move right here. It will definitely cut down on the oxygen intake for Allison Kay, and it's going to make her weaker very quickly.
Allison Kay with a big uppercut. And now two handfuls of hair throws the champion across the ring. Allison pulling back on that surfboard. Fans, our main event still to come. Tim Storm and the Rock and Roll Express will be going up against the champion, Nick Aldis, and two partners of his choosing with title implications on the line.
It'll definitely be very interesting, to say the least.
Speaking of title implications, oh, she hit the back of her head on the steps on the way down. Allison Kay is in a lot of trouble right here. These two ladies going at it on the floor as the referee continues his count. Head first down across the steps.
I'll tell you what, this has been one brutal women's match right here, and the title's not even on the line. Can you imagine if it was?
Well, don't tell Allison Kay the title's not on the line, because that's not the way she's fighting here tonight. Started to address it earlier, but the television title is going to be awarded to somebody at Hard Times, which will be the next pay-per-view for the NWA right here on the Nation Network. And now the Irish whip to the ropes. There's the pounce. And the champion just got sent flying across the ring.
Allison Kay shows why she was the champion and hooks the leg, and this may be another win for Allison Kay.
It is. Allison Kay accomplished everything she wanted to accomplish in this match tonight.
Well, maybe not everything, but everything she could accomplish.
Point taken. The title still rests around the waist of Thunder Rosa. However, Allison Kay has made her point that she is still the #1 contender. As we take a look back at the final moments of this one,
is your winner, Alice N.K.
Thunder Rosa still out, and now finally rolls out to the floor, but she is in trouble.
Yeah, referee better get out of the camera shot of Allison Kay before she does something to him.
Fans will be back with more NWA wrestling action. Stay with us. All right, wrestling fans, we are back once again. It's time for the main event. We're going to find out who the National Treasure has chosen as his tag team partners.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 483 pounds, Thomas Lassiter and Roy S. Isaac.
Royce Isaacs and Thomas Lassiter.
Well, I gotta tell you right now, I think it's a brilliant choice by the National Treasure, Nick Aldis. These are, in my opinion, the top two guys in the business today, and I believe they deserve the opportunity to be the NWA Tag Team Champions.
Well, a win here tonight. They will steal the return match away from Ricky and Robert.
And what does that say about Starks and Murdoch and their opportunity?
Birmingham, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis indeed is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and he's proven why on nights like tonight. He outsmarts his opposition before they ever even get in the ring.
I don't know if he's outsmarted anyone right now, but he has definitely put himself in a position. Now, my big question is, why would he put the world title shot on the line just to help out the wild card? I don't understand that.
Well, in my opinion, I would say it's pretty obvious that he has some sort of a working relationship.
That may very well be true.
I'd say that it probably is, and I'm sure there's more to come.
That is a title that is recognized by the NWA Championship Committee for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And Tim Storm has been coast to coast defending that title and participating here in NWA Power.
Yeah, well, with that kind of a travel schedule at his age, I gotta believe that's gonna have him at less than 100% in a match like this.
I don't know about that. You can look at Tim Storm and know that he's in really good shape. And I don't know that he's done quite yet. A lot of people wanted to write him off, but now you look at him and he's got the American Heritage Championship. And perhaps by that alone, he's got a legitimate gripe and complaint that he should get the shot at the world title.
And his partners, at a combined weight of 440 pounds, Ricky Morgan and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express.
Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. They are the former tag team champions. They have the return match contract with the Dawsons as part of Wild Card. I beg your pardon, as part of Hard Times. However, that's on the line right now because if they, and it doesn't have to be either one of them, it could also be their tag team partner. But if their team does not win here tonight, then they give up that title return match.
There's a lot on the line here. They must have some good belief in Tim Storm. But if I were them, why would I want to put my title on the line just so he can have a title opportunity if they're successful?
Well, look, that's what friends do for one another. I don't know how you work, or maybe you don't have any. I'm not sure.
I've got friends, don't you worry about it, but I'm not going to give them the keys to my house.
Latimer going at it with Tim Storm. Now there's the Irish Whip reversed by Storm. Now Tim Storm makes the tag, and here comes Ricky Morton.
Morton walks right into a big one.
There's a scoop and a slam by Thomas Latimer. Irish Whip, Ricky Morton reverses that. Now Latimer goes into the corner.
Ricky Morton definitely in the wrong part of town right here.
From the top rope, look at this. He's going to launch a champion. Oh, and he clips a leg.
The champion Nick Aldis went after the leg of Ricky Morton, almost got away with it.
Morton so close to his corner, but still can't make the tag. And now there's the Irish Whip into the turnbuckle once again. Nick Aldis now bringing him over towards Latimer. Deep arm drag, and Ricky Morton again on the receiving end. Tag made. Now here comes Royce Isaacs, the legal man.
Ricky Morton managing to get a shot in. But he better get out of that corner. He's in a lot of trouble right now. Whether he realizes it or not, I don't know.
Royce Isaacs from the middle rope. Tornado DDT out to the middle of the ring. The lunging tag made, and now Tim Storm, the legal man.
Yeah, well, the legal man just ran right into a clothesline.
Big boot by Tim Storm to get himself out of trouble. Now the Heritage Champion. Nice block by Tim Storm on the back.
That spinning back fist right there, Tim Storm almost got away.
And now Tim Storm to the ropes with a right hand across the jaw.
You know, the last time I looked at a professional wrestling rulebook, a clinch fist was an illegal maneuver.
Tremendous move right there by Royce Isaacs. He thinks he's got him beat. Let's see if he does. Hooks the leg.
2 count only, and that was the opportunity right there that they wanted.
Tim Storm is in the wrong part of town right now. I can tell you that much right now. Up in the air, power bomb, and Royce Isaacs feeling it.
That's one of those bone busters that his ancestors will be feeling.
Once again, the Irish whip into the corner. Here's a double team. And the wild card working together right here. Let's see what they've got in mind. Oh, what a move! Robert Gibson in to make the save. Referee got taken out as well.
Yeah, we've got some carnage going on in the ring right now.
Ricky Morton just caught Lassiter.
Look at that, Tim Storm was just about to make the tag. Smart move right there by Thomas Lassiter.
Once again, the world champion on the top rope. Looking to put the nail in the coffin of Tim Storm's world championship title dreams. And now Nick Aldis turns him over, half Boston Crab.
Well, he had a minute and he almost got away with one right there. But Tim Storm managing to survive it somehow.
Nice reversal right there by the champion, using the momentum. Dragging Tim Storm towards the middle of the ring. There's a big elbow. Champion working the head and the neck area of Tim Storm. Each team with title implications if they are able to pull the win out here tonight.
Well, that was a big mistake right there, and I don't know why Nick Aldis would choose that moment to have a premature celebration. Double team right now by Ricky Morton and Tim Storm. Back body drop sends him up into the rafters and down crashing.
Ricky Morton once again sends him to the turnbuckle. Clothesline follows him in. You think the Rock and Roll Express don't want to get their hands back on the the Dawson brothers rather, especially after what happened earlier tonight?
Well, there's no doubt they want those tag team titles back in the worst way. But this may be the worst way for them. They already had the guarantee match. Why would you put it on the line, and not even for yourself?
Big slam, and Morton is down.
Well, the champion having a little bit of trouble himself, and now hooks the leg.
Robert Gibson. Referee still down. Ricky Morton is in trouble. There it is.
Well, there's no bloody referee to make the count.
He's there now.
Well, Ricky Morton had enough time to bake a cake.
A lot happening, and the referee doing the best he can to try and control things. But there's only so much you can control when you've got 6 men in the ring at one time. Morton desperately trying to make it to the corner to tag in his partner. Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and Robert Gibson might want to pay attention.
Look at Tim Storm still sitting outside. The Rock and Roll Express pulling something out of the hat. Robert Gibson now attacking the leg of Royce Isaacs.
Robert Gibson in control of this one. At least he was for that moment. And now it is Royce Isaacs with Robert Gibson up in the air. Oh my God! Oh my God!
That might be all she wrote. Robert Gibson snapped back terribly from that one.
And now look at this, Thomas Lassiter. The 1-2 punch, ladies and gentlemen, that could be it for Robert Gibson. We may need medical attention here.
Royce Isaacs now is clearing the ring.
And Robert Gibson just got caught.
All he's going to get is the 1 count, however, yes. Robert Gibson, both of his partners out on the floor.
And now running Bulldog, nicely done. Gibson on his own right now.
You see him looking to make the tag to somebody, but there's nobody there.
Well, Tim Storm now back up on the apron at this point in time, perhaps. Swinging neck breaker by Gibson. And the save made by Nick Aldis.
Gibson just took out the bloody referee. That should be a disqualification.
I'm not sure he did it on purpose.
Oh, give me a break.
Pile driver by Nick Aldis. Not once, but twice.
Two pile drivers to Robert Gibson after all he's taken.
Now washing the elbow right through the cheek. Gibson is in a lot of trouble. Tremendous suplex by Royce Isaacs, and that could be all she wrote. Here comes the tag on the double team. There it is. And just like that, the win goes to Nick Aldis and the wild card.
Well, I've got to tell you right now, Nick Aldis and the wild card is very impressive in this one indeed, and they have stolen the opportunity away from the Rock and Roll Express.
You have to wonder now if Ricky and Robert will ever have another opportunity at the NWA World Tag Team Championships after this one.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they don't deserve one. You had it in the hand and you gave it up.
Here are your winners, Thomas Lassiter, Roy S. Isaac, and Nick Aldis.
Most impressive victory indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network. This has been NWA Power. We'll be back with more wrestling action in the near future. In the meantime, good night, everybody, from ringside.